Huntsville area Congressman Dale Strong says he's not backing down in his search for answers on the Space Command headquarters location decision. Last month, the Air Force said Space Command headquarters will permanently stay in Colorado Springs instead of moving to Redstone Arsenal. Republican Congressman Strong has pushed for an investigation into the decision-making process. He spoke today at the Von Braun Center, saying he and others in Congress feel lied to by Space Command's commander, General James Dickinson.
Dickinson told us that he would not be making the decision. He met with all 7 members of Congress, both senators, and also said that he could recommend nothing less than Redstone Arsenal based on the facts, national security, and what did he do. All of a sudden they started pointing at each other, handed the situation, and based on what we've been told, General Dickinson made the call.
Hey folks, Dale Jackson here for Yellow Hammer Now. We've got to talk about this Space Command nonsense because it never, ever, ever stops. The latest, of course, is the story that the individual who helped make the decision to keep it in Colorado might have a little bit of a conflict of interest based on what he's been saying and doing in Colorado.
The commanding general of the U.S. Space Command reportedly helped convince President Biden to leave the Space Command headquarters in Colorado. 4-star General James H. Dickinson reportedly, bought a $1.5 million house located near the temporary base in Colorado several months before the headquarters decision. According to AL.com, Colorado records released by U.S. Senator Katie Britt showed that Dickinson registered the deed for the property on April 4th. Army records also showed that Dickinson is a native of Estes, Colorado, and has 2 college degrees from Colorado schools. Dickinson, by the way, is a former commander of the Army Space and Missile Defense Command at Redstone Arsenal.
Now, you could make the argument that this isn't really that big of a deal, but I asked United States Senator Katie Britt if she thought this changed anything for her. She said yes. I asked her if it was nefarious, and she said yes. So remember, you could say he just bought this property because he likes being there. Maybe he was going to retire there. Maybe that's the case. Maybe he's going to be a contractor there. But he lied to the Alabama delegation and told them that he thought it should go to Huntsville, Alabama, while telling Joe Biden something completely different. He bought that property before the decision was officially announced to move the command from Redstone Arsenal, to take it from Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville, and give it to Colorado permanently. Would his land and house and ranch been more expensive if he had waited until after the decision was officially made? I'd argue yes. Would the land value be less if the decision was made to move it to Huntsville? I would also probably argue yes. This is very strange and untoward. Nefarious? Katie Britt believes so. And I keep asking members of Congress, is this over? And to a man, all of them have said, no, it is not. I don't know how they're going to get Joe Biden to change his mind. I don't know what that looks like at the end of the day. But the simple fact of the matter is this was not done on the up and up. And for everyone who's complaining about Senator Tommy Tuberville and his hold on military promotions and saying that that is having an adverse impact on stuff like this, maybe that's true. But that's the politics of this situation. Not holding up the promotions, but making decisions on where the Space Command should go based on whether or not you're mad at Tommy Tuberville. Now, I don't think that's the case, but people using that as a justification, that would be putting national security at risk for political gain. That's a real problem here. Did General James Dickinson do something wrong? Maybe he did. The fight is still ongoing. But if Tommy Tuberville's hold on Pentagon promotions and nominations had something to do with this, which the White House claims it did not, that itself would be a big problem as well. So there are a lot of issues here with the Space Command. They keep telling us it's not over. I've heard that from Senator Britt. I've heard that from Senator Tommy Tuberville. I've heard that from Dale Strong, the congressman from the 5th Congressional District, Mike Rogers, who chairs the House Armed Services Committee and represents Saxe, Alabama, in the U.S. House has said it as well. I think it might be over, but they tell us it's not, and the fight goes on.